Live from Studio 7E in Rockefeller Center, this is Weekend Today in New York.
Up next, we're learning how to bake some Christmas cookies. You can make them in a snap, and they're delicious. Welcome back on this Christmas morning. There's nothing like the smell of baking cookies in your home during the holidays, and it's never too late to bake them for the weekend. Actually, it's a fun activity once the presents are all unwrapped. Joining us to share his recipe, or actually his mother's recipe, for molasses ginger snaps is pastry chef Martin Howard, author of Tina Kokolina, Queen of the Cupcakes. Martin, good morning.
Hello, hello.
Thank you so much for coming in Christmas morning.
Oh, sure, no
it's
problem.
It's a lot to ask.
It is a lot, but you know.
But you're here, so
any
thank
sacrifice,
you.
Yeah,
so now
yeah.
This sounds like a delicious cookie. Molasses
It is.
and a ginger snap.
Right.
Love
and
ginger snaps.
It's that kind of cookie that just reminds you of Christmas when it's baking. It's just like gingery and cinnamony. And this is an easy version that you don't have to roll or anything. You roll them up into balls and then roll them into sugar.
Yeah, when I heard
so
we were
much
doing this, I was thinking, oh, do we need the cutters? Do we need
no
everything?
rolling pins.
Okay,
This is
very
much
good.
easier,
and
much
it's your mom's
easier.
recipe, so what is it?
So basically you just start with sugar and butter, and you want to get that creaming.
You know, I still do the old-fashioned way with the big spoon.
Do you? Wow.
But is this better? Does it make it lighter, or
This
it doesn't
is
matter?
just so much easier. You have your hands free. You just dump everything in. I mean, your way probably gives you a better workout. But
Exactly. But then the problem is I always do it with the right hand, and then so you end up, you know, uneven.
So you have the eggs. You add the egg in, and then you just want to add the most important ingredient, the molasses, which makes a nice, rich flavor.
And see, this is where the recipe would get me, because I'd read it and I'd say, oh, where am I going to find molasses? But I'm guessing it's pretty easy in the city
readily
to
available,
find.
yeah, in the baking aisle. So then you just get that all creamed up nice, and then you're going to sift your flour with a little ginger, some cinnamon. Then you have the baking soda. And you can just sift that right here.
Oh, I like that
Get
sifter.
that going. Yeah, this is the old style, just like my mother has this exact one.
Love it. And then you
Yeah.
add it in gradually, I'm imagining?
This, you can really just add it in all at once.
Okay.
But you don't want to add it.
See, if you were doing it manually, little at a time is easier.
Yeah, it is. And you want to make sure and scrape your bowl really well. That's an important step not to forget. I mean, just put it on slow because you don't want a white tornado, and that's
And then it ends up all
be
over.
snowing in the kitchen before
Exactly.
you know it. So.
You end up with the white Christmas that you didn't expect.
So you just let that mix together, and then you want to chill it for a couple hours. So this is like a dough you can make the night before, put it in the fridge, so you're all ready to go.
So they can make the mixture today.
Exactly.
And then cook it tomorrow.
And let's bake it. So then you take a little scoop, makes a nice even. You can do it with a little spoon, but the scoop actually makes a nice even ball, and then you just roll them up like that.
And so kids can do this too, because when you start with the pins and the, I mean, it's fun, but...
It's fun, but it's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
And I'm sure after this morning opening presents, it's like,
you
want to relax a little.
Easy, but fun.
So you just roll those around the sugar, and then you just want to press them down a little bit so when you pick up the pan, it doesn't move around.
Okay, well, we should say that ginger snaps are kind of close to your heart, because tell us about your book. It's actually the Ginger Snap Academy of Rising Cupcakes, right? That's where it takes place. It's a children's book.
It is. It's about a little cupcake girl in search of her topping, and she does go to the Ginger Snap Academy, and she has adventures. She's a persistent girl, so she actually ends up finding her topping, no surprise. But
You're giving away the ending, Martin.
Oh, I know, but it's...
No, and it actually has some recipes, so that could be family fun, too. You got to make your ginger snaps, and then you can make the cupcake in the book and the different frostings.
Yeah, that's what really is a big draw on this. It's like an activity you can do with your parents afterward. You read the book, or, you know, it makes it a nice little activity.
Well, baking, always a fun activity, and cupcakes, always fun to decorate. So thank you so much. I want to try one of your cookies. Can you pass over the plate?
Product, yes. So.
Now I have to take a small bite because I have to toss the teas, but and they're nice and crunchy.
Yeah. And also,
delicious.
Yeah, you can make crumbs with this and rim your cocktail glass. Then it's so lovely. We had some ginger.
That's for the adult treat after the kids treat. Oh, Martin Howard, thank you so much for coming in. Merry Christmas to you, and thanks for sharing your mother's great recipe.
No problem.
And we will be right back.